Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. In this one we'll be showing you how to create this cool sort of bubble effect on your artwork. Now the one we're going to be creating in this video is not going to be the exact same as this. It's going to be sort of chopped down, but if you guys do want to create the exact same, just use the exact same methods we have here and you'll be able to get the exact same outcome. So we're starting by just typing air. You can use whatever text you would like. It doesn't have to be air, but I'm just thinking sort of Air Jordans was the theme of this tutorial. That's why I went for this, and I used the Alphan regular font, which should be able to obtain using the font, or if you just search Alphan font free download, it will come up. We're then creating outlines and ungrouping, so these are all separate now. We then are changing our colors just like this. There we go. If you guys want to know these blue colors, this is the blue 465 AA8, the yellow is F6D40C, and the red is E11F28 for these exact colors. You guys don't have to use these exact colors, you can use whatever. You can use greens, pinks, blues, oranges, whatever you want to use. We're then just starting with going over it with the ellipse or eclipse tool. I don't know why I said ellipse, it's definitely the eclipse tool. But basically just making these circles in and around the design wherever you'd like them. They don't have to be in a specific place, they can be dotted around. But the first three circles that we're making here, we're just plonking around, but we're making them the exact same color as the letter. This is a really important step because this will give the sort of wavy sort of effect that we are going for when we start to inflate the design and that sort of stuff. So we're just going through now and grouping them individually like this, grouping that circle to the letter. Just like that is perfect. So we're then just going to start by creating these little bubbles you see dotted around. You can make as many as you want, make big ones, small ones, whatever. The amount that they vary is a good thing. So I'm just sort of gonna go around here, select white, select greens, oranges, reds, all colors, and just place them in and around the design just like this. Just match up that yellow. There we go. Make another circle. There we go. Just place that about there. Bigger. Place it down. It's just going to be a lot of playing around with the design. But basically, I am going to cut the video here, and I'll be back in 2 seconds once I've added in all these little circles. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've added in plenty of circles, and I've also added in these sort of lines coming off of the circles using the pen tool. I'm now grouping them again individually. I am then going to go over to the rectangle tool, and pretty much in all these gaps above and around the text, you can just sort of put in these rectangles, round them off, change them to whatever color you want, and just dot them around the corners. You can do inside the letters, anything like that. Just dot them around every sort of edge that you can see, because when we inflate it, it will just basically create another sort of element to the design. So I will quickly speed up me doing that now. And there we have it. That is all of the lines in. I've left some of the corners blank just because of sort of time, and sort of if you want to do that you can. I decided for this one to just sort of leave it as it is. I sort of like some corners having nothing on, but we're just grouping all of these now individually, just like this. So these are all their own shape, which we will now go into effect and open your 3D materials, and it should bring up this little panel on the side where we are going to inflate all of these different things. Start with inflate, make sure to click this light panel in the top corner, scroll down to your materials, type in 0.13 for roughness, and then just play around with your lighting. Mostly it will be the height, just sort of find the lighting that works best, and then just repeat that for all 3 of these letters. There we have it. So we've repeated that for all these letters, and we're left with this popped out section. We're then typing in the Nike tick on just on Google. You don't have to use the Nike tick, obviously. If you're using a different brand, just use like a brand logo, anything like that. Anything that sort of helps the design stand out is better. We're just shrinking that down, and basically we're just gonna go over it with the pen tool and sort of create a nice outline for this design. So I'll be back in 1 second with that. There we are. So we've made a pink tick here. We're then going to object path, offsetting that, changing that to 3 point, just like that, and making that white. There we go. So then once we've made that white, we're then going to go back over to 3D materials and inflate that again. Make sure to click your lighting button, alter your roughness to 0.13 like we've been using for everything else, and then just get the lighting to a point where you are happy with it. And that is going to be it for the basic sort of 3D bubble text. I'm just going to quickly show you now how to create these little sort of doubled up bubbles that you'll see throughout the design when we move over to Photoshop in just 1 second. So the way you go about creating these cool sort of doubled up bubble effect things that you can put around the design, which will really help in Photoshop as well as on the text itself, is really easily. You just get one circle, you change the color to whatever you'd like, you then get a slightly smaller circle, put that over the top, you then just group those two together and inflate it in the exact same way that we have been doing for the text, the logo, all that sort of stuff. That is basically how simple that is to actually make. So I'm just going to quickly go over to the Photoshop to show you guys the design that we created using this 3D bubble text and really basic skills. So then here we are in Photoshop. I've just copied over my original text file. Obviously you guys will be using your logo, your text, whatever sort of format you'd like that to be in, your own imagery, all that kind of stuff. This is just the way that I have presented it, just so it fits with the theme that I was going for of the Air Jordans. I've done a little bit of text, added my website link on the bottom there, and just dotted these sort of double circles around. It's really basic poster. It's literally like an image, a color, the text, and then just the stuff that we've already created. And I think it offers a really cool sort of 3D effect where you don't need to add anything else to it. But overall, I'm really happy with this design. I hope this helps you out a lot. Feel free to tag me on Facebook and comment below what you would like to see a tutorial or video on next. Just a quick thank you to everyone that has been subscribing recently. We went from 26 subs to 150, which is outstanding in the space of like 3 days, I believe. So big thank you to anyone that tuned in, liked and subscribed. Let's see if we can do an absolute madness. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I hope you guys very much did enjoy, and I will see you lot in the next one. So then guys, we are back with this quick sort of simple design you will have seen on the short if you watched that short. Basically what I did was just copied and pasted the text that we've just made, that 3D sort of bubble text, and I added in some things about the design that I thought really suited it, such as this one being based around Air Jordans. So I've got a picture of the Air Jordan shoe, I've got a bit about it. That is my website if you are wondering about getting in touch about bespoke designs, about purchasing designs. That is my website link if you are interested. I'm basically just showing you here how I sort of blurred these. So use Gaussian blur and just sort of played around with the scale and adding more blur to some, decreasing it on others, sort of giving that look of sort of that pop sort of shopping sort of design look that I was going for, and just sort of plonk them around. Obviously we got that shoe, we got a bit of text, really basic design because the main focus is in the text, which is why I'm showing you guys this tutorial. So without further ado, I hope you guys did enjoy the tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe. We are almost at 30 subs, and I will see everyone in the next one.